So here's the recipe that I cooked for my Eat and Greet live that I had on YouTube. I started with some I can't believe it's not butter and some chopped garlic or minced garlic, whatever you want to call it, and started letting that cook down in a pot. And then afterwards, I started adding some seasonings because I always start with I can't believe it's not butter if I'm cooking certain meals because I don't usually use a lot of oil. I put in there some green pepper, red pepper, and some onions, as well as mushrooms and tomatoes, and started to let that cook down. I am a vegetable person, as many of you probably know by now. I seasoned it with some Mrs. Dash seasoning, sprinkled that all around because I want it very flavorful. I added some black pepper as well. And then I started to add as well some paprika to the mixture. I like seasoning. I think just because you're eating healthy, you don't have to forego your flavor because flavor is what's going to help you to stay on your weight loss journey as well. Next, I added some turmeric because, I love turmeric. You'll see I kind of went a little overboard, but to me, I can never have enough turmeric on my vegetables, especially if I'm sauteing them. And then I added some Tabitha Brown, her all-purpose seasoning. She has about 3 flavors of these, and I love them all, but this is the one that I added to the mixture. It gives it a nice kick, a nice boost. And, I like it so much I wound up taking the cap off. Let's be real. I wasn't getting enough out of there. And then I added some fresh basil to the mixture as well to let that all start to meld together and really cook down. In the background, you'll see I got some I can't believe it's not butter going on in my skillet because after that kind of simmers down a little bit, after I finish stirring this, I went ahead and I added some shrimp to that back pot or that back skillet because I wanted to cook this down first and then get my skillet ready for my shrimp that I had back there. If you guys don't know, I added some Old Bay seasoning to that shrimp in the background. And, it doesn't pour out a lot. It looks like I'm putting a lot on. But I like my shrimp to have some flavor. So I added that in there. And I started to let that cook down and simmer with the lid on. After it was done, I went back to my vegetable mixture and added some no soy sauce. And then I added some baby spinach as well on top and let it all that start to mesh together, cook down together. And I wanted the mixture to have some flavor as well as juice or sauce to it because I didn't want it to be too dry. So the spinach, when it cooks down, produces a lot of moisture, and I wanted that in my sauce or my mixture, as you'll see when I'm done, because I'm going to pour it over some noodles. So once the shrimp was done, I went ahead and took that off the burner, and I went ahead and started boiling my water for the noodles. And then I took the shrimp and started adding the shrimp to the mixture that was already cooked down. So I wanted some protein. I do eat meat from time to time, but I mainly veer towards seafood. So once I got all of the shrimp in there, I just mixed it together. It was pretty much done at this point, and all I had to do was continue to mix it together and then move it to the back burner. This was a really quick and easy meal. If anybody's looking for something that doesn't take a long time to prepare, I'm all for it. You all know I have a big family, and I don't like to spend a lot of time cooking on days where I'm running short. So here are the Cantonese noodles that I cooked. These noodles, you blanch them or boil them for like 3 minutes, and then you stir fry them in another skillet. So that's what I did. And then at the end, once everything was done, it was layering it with the sauce mixture that I had in a bull egg. This is what it turned out to be, and it was absolutely delicious. My family loved it. I loved it. Enjoy if you try. Let me know what you think.